I'm sure you often learn about farming. With man, everyone in the house knows. To give up in the middle is to turn your back on the contract. Consequences are so severe that you can understand yourself. Today's movie Home will take the magic Thailand's man thong as a guide. It's a very scary story. I hear to increase. In fact, the film crew even went all the way. Malaysia chooses the setting in the abandoned house, one of the 3 most haunted houses of LA. 5 At the same time, to ensure the safety of the team filming the magician, appeared in the movie. He was also a real monk invited. Reminds me we're here to see a horror movie. People who are afraid go for style. The story begins with a girl named Goodwill. She's an incredibly hardworking textile factory worker. Despite his young age, he was promoted. But your life is no different. Escape from hell on earth. It is because of the father of the horse is an alcoholic and a heavy gambling addict. My aunt's mother did it tomorrow. Workers in the hospital, but also 3 piles 3D often have to steal to subsidize the family. House in need. Make 2 old couples arguing every day. The series of dark days I have suffered for more than 25 years. In the face of these tragedies, you are completely helpless. The atmosphere in the or a doll called Peas. This is my favorite toy. But this act made her parents stingy. They often throw beans into the water, but it's picked up every time. Time just keeps slipping away. But lately, she discovered beans often disappear in a mysterious way. Tell this to your mother. But she hated the doll. This calf should have heard nothing, but the weird stuff just started that day. Your mother and I just walked to the door and heard the neighbors wrestling. Each other news and Van Fong. Semi-credit, semi-suspect. 2 people upstairs. I can see that the crowd likes to breathe. The drama is all around. There's even a priest there. Mao Shan is performing an exorcism. Ask you if you have thought of me. I just want to ask you if you have thought of me. I'm sick of it. Run. Fortunately for Gao Te, it was finally favorable. Expel the devil from your body. Before he left, he kindly addressed the crowd. Being there, that never keep a devil in your house. If you have a pet, then don't throw it away at will. Because doing so will be betrayed. Doll heard here right. Associated with the unusual behavior recently of Beans. Parked, her heart suddenly tightened. But you're more worried about your mother than you are about yourself. Because she's actually raising a little devil. Also right now, the mind is strange when you find the beans are gone again. As soon as you're 6, in your bag. Then the mother next to me started nagging. I snatched the hand and beat the man. I have no chills in his life. Are you saving me? In the middle of a couple arguing, the father was suddenly knocked down by the AI. When the cow woke up, he blamed it. Give it to your mother and you're going to jump in and keep yelling. I feel helpless to go to the bathroom to avoid it. But when you stand in front of the mirror, a little girl suddenly appears inside from nowhere. Panicked, I turn to check. But there's no intuitive AI. Tell her that the water in front of her, there's definitely a problem. So she crept closer to see it. The moment you open the lid, of course. Chop and look inside. Startled by horror, I dare not stay any longer. 3 feet, 4 feet, running out of the bathroom. By the way, you just walked out. Feet behind the entire system. The building's electricity also died suddenly. At the same time right then. In the most extreme panic, right-mindedness. Take your phone, light the way towards my house. Not to attract the attention of the devil decided to stick your back against the wall. Fortunately, there are demonic finally stopped. The electricity is coming back at this time. Go to work the next morning. A colleague named Hua Billion deliberately dragged Van Ras said in words, it is the one endlessly who brings bad luck. Inherently weak. You didn't choose to resist. I just silently endure it all. But the ring takes a step. It doesn't bring the calm waves at work. You were knocked unconscious by that AI when you woke up. I found myself lying on his desk. The boss with his clothes. The hard truth is so clear. Again, choosing to swallow the hatred inside. When she returned to the studio, she found the boss's daughter. She is holding beans. The doll has been missing for so long.
點解呢隻公仔會喺度嘅？喺你嘅袋度揾到嘅咯。亂講。呢個會唱歌嘅公仔好得意啊，送俾我，我就唔會亂講你頭先喺我爹哋間房入邊。唔可以㗎，呢隻公仔。
At this moment, the boss's wife and her cousin arrived, so she didn't continue. They asked for the doll. He hurriedly greeted the two of them and turned his back. But the problem is not simple. Outside, you're going to go online for help. He was full of insults and ridicule for no reason. A despair rising to choke in the throat. The same secret way. I only know how to embrace. To pass the beans and cry about my pain. I don't know. I'm the king. I want to put a preference. As long as I dare to put my head, I dare to go crazy. A sudden car. Fast forward in time, and they dropped the beans on the ground. The mother had just come to pick up her daughter. Wet from head to foot, she hastened to pull her hands away. Move on to the next day. A radiant boy full of life after detecting. I have asked everywhere to meet people. I found out through a chat that his name was Sheng, who's a middle school friend of mine. He's also the driver of the truck. I almost hit you last night. He said he picked out the beans and gave them back to you. The two quickly became close. Go back to the old story. But when you go through the gate, unfortunately, the hospital caught you. Mai is being chased straight out by the nurse. It turns out you have a habit. Close your eyes and steal many times. He was very patient and decided to fire her. This makes the family miserable. It's even more tragic today. Love has been so bad, but the father is still at home. 6 hours to find money to gamble. He even strangled the doll in good faith. P's raw intimidation. You have to give me your bank card password. Turns out she finally believed the shaman's words. Said before. It is said that the feeding of the little devil has procured. Now the act of smashing the statue, my determination. I hope my husband can wake up. Help carry the family. I can't believe he didn't care. Turn around and keep hitting your head in the silver. But he didn't know that. Right now there's a little devil on my shoulder, sitting on it. Not out of the forecast. The horse soon lost its pocket label. Just as he was borrowing his melancholy innumerable wine, flying hideous he insects. Went into a locked room and took his mouth until the horse realizes and wants to chase them away. A few days later, the factory closed. Sneak into the room to steal some flyers, room rental. It turns out that recently, people who have been possessed have moved elsewhere. The owner thought it was her. The devil has attracted evil. The ghost came to cause trouble, so he declared to his mother, if you can't find a new tenant to replace you, they're going to have to shoulder all of that defense money. I was too careful to use this book. I can't believe it just finished here. As soon as you think the ghost is gone, next second, the poor soul is threatened to fly away. Ran into the factory with his leg on his neck. But it's not a simple one. Here you hit $1 billion. Your coworker's sister is a gossip. When you see the book, fall on the right hand. He pulled out his phone and took a picture as evidence. He even threatened to tell the boss. To face this bullying, the heart is only... He hugged me without even half a word of luck. Not long after the trial, I can see the owner immediately offered to rent the room. This was direct help both sides resolve the situation. The fire burns to the eyebrows. That night, to celebrate finding a new home, to cook a hearty meal in person, mom in the kitchen. And son. Unfortunately, he didn't. Well-meaning families are all vegetarian. So finally, the party ends in the air. Embarrassed to lose fun, came in the evening while drying clothes on the roof. Mindful, stand still, key chat with the body. Over there, a moment later, his voice suddenly stopped. I feel something unusual. You rush to check the situation. I can't believe the next second. The terrible scene that scared her back. Fortunately, it also appeared in time, thanks to his gentle words of comfort. The mind gradually calms down. But life is never for anyone to be satisfied. A few days after lunch at work, I was eating when I found a piece of meat living in my lunchbox. Not out of the forecast. This is a game again. The evil prank presented by Heishui Billion Ra again picked up the parked doll and began a little atmosphere confiding. Only this time, you seem to have made a cruel decision. The curse seems to have really come true. At this time, he had just finished drinking and was waving goodbye to his colleagues. I can't believe the next second. This bloody scene just happened. I will pass by tomorrow to see. But it's strange in that she didn't call the police, but on the contrary, then help clean up and remove the body. But the series of horrific events is far from over. That day at the funeral, when I was in the shower, I suddenly found something in the tap dead water. Insect carcasses. He went up to the roof to check. I can't believe I just opened the water bottle. My body's right in the eye. The police were quickly at the scene. Looking at the familiar doll lying dormant on the windowsill, her mind in a moment understood the source of everything. Go out yourself. Her husband's sudden death also made her tomorrow's I can't believe the cool words. Bad. Curse yourself in anger. It usually comes true today. While packing up her husband's belongings, Aunt Mai accidentally found beans in the closet. She holds the doll up. The device inside is emitting a recording of the mind. Until now, the new mother. I was shocked to know that my daughter had been humiliated. That night, I went to the factory alone. She said she pushed her heart into an office, then locked the door from the outside. And then she's left-handed. Pull out an axe behind the door, consciously trapped in a hot room, walking around. It was too late to contact Cho, who was at home. He begged him to stop his mother from doing something stupid. But it's too late. Aunt Mai tricked the boss into the office. She just locked the door and threw an axe straight at his head. After a long struggle, he arranged the opportunity to pull the axe in my hand tomorrow and threw her to the ground. Solve it. He did not dare to stay long with his back, running out of the factory. But at this very moment, the door to the upstairs room seemed to open. The devil appeared again when The boss is losing focus. It's a syncope on the spot. Until the boss wakes up. His hands were tied to the sewing machine. Standing right next to it is Mindful. He looked at him with an unfeeling face, cold eyes. His indifference gave off a ruinous appearance. The ring is proving that the man standing here, she's not a weak girl. When the body runs to the place, he only saw the boss lying dead in a pool of blood, is in a state of shock. He noticed that a shadow of a man had just cleared. Immediately chase. Follow a suture passage to the water tank area. Here the mother of the mind is bound, back and suspended in the air, just in time for him to untie you. The sudden interest appeared from behind and kicked him straight into the water. Two people that shrank violently under the lake. Until the police force to the scene. This tragedy is officially over. Eventually they were arrested. While the body disappears from the mind, it's like he never exist in this world. The weirdest and most shocking thing is that the umbrella comedy of a girl from the beginning of the movie was sent to Cho Nam prison. The answer to every mystery. It's all hidden in the camera footage. Supervision of the factory. It turns out that the oppression from both family and work has made the mind have severe multiple personality disorder. His personality is divided into three. The main personality is weak. The evil personality. The hidden is represented by the spooky doll, and a bright personality called Shen. It was created by him or herself as a self-healing way to overcome isolation. Bullying of colleagues. Turned out from beginning to end. The man who killed the girl was him. The man who killed the director himself was himself. This also explains perfectly. Work at SAO When Mother. It was discovered that Hoa not only without warning, he also volunteered to help clean up the body. At the end of the movie, when faced with a grim reality, consciously chose to cut his own throat. In the last moments of my life, two delusional female personalities simultaneously
Along with the
appear,
tears quietly
long
rolling
in the corner of the right eye. It's full of debris. He finally found his own forgiveness and complete reconciliation for your own soul.